Webinar Jam
All
live
righty.
with Fred and Linda Hodge.
Okay.
Coaches, mentors,
I see
leaders,
Krista Owens.
transformers. Hey, Krista.
Julia Smith.
Hi, Julie Smith. How you doing? Hello.
How you guys?
How you guys doing? Come on in.
Come on into the transformation room, you guys.
Yes. You know, you guys must love transformation because you are first two that chimed in on tonight's webinar. And we love you guys for being supportive and being on. Yes, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to be talking about our TMC class that's coming up.
That's coming up.
We're going to give people maybe
give them a minute, huh?
Maybe 1 minute.
Give them 60 seconds to chime in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Yep.
We'll give them a few more minutes.
Give them a few more minutes. This is, hi, Jasmine.
Hello, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing?
All right, you guys. We're just so glad that you guys are with us on tonight.
Yes.
We are excited as always, as I said before, with the TMC classes. We just absolutely love doing them. We just, and I said it before when I went live a few moments ago, how much we just absolutely love doing this. You know,
we love the transformation.
We just love transformation. We love the beauty of transformation.
Yes, we do.
Just to see people how they just kind of
be transformed and enter into a new phase of their life, and then a new phase of personal development, which is so important for you to be courageous and to be bold and to fully show up on your platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so amazing to us how people come out of shyness.
Mm-hmm.
They come out of timidity. They come out of darkness, those dark places that was holding them captive, and how transformation sets them free. It opens the door for them to see a new them and a new me, so they can really navigate their lives to a better place. So it's fulfilling for us. Sometimes we go deep, sometimes it's informational, sometimes it's illuminational.
Mm-hmm.
So we're believing that. What? Look at who's on with us.
I can't see. I don't have my glasses.
Diane Hall.
Oh, yeah. She was on a few minutes ago. Hello, Diane.
Diane Hall. Hello. You and Fred Hall, all the way from Pensacola, Florida.
Absolutely. Don't forget, you guys, we're supposed to have a date next year.
Yeah, we're going to have a date next year. We're coming down.
2019, and you guys coming out here. So we hadn't
decided
yet. Yeah, we hadn't decided yet. So
all
we'll
right.
definitely have to talk about it and see how we're going to do it. I would just can't wait to see you guys.
Can't wait to see you.
I think it's been like, I don't know, 6-7 years.
It's been quite a while.
So, yeah. So it's been a long time.
Listen, it's already 3 minutes in.
Okay. So we're going to get started.
We're going to get started. We're going to ask Paola to start our webinar slides, and we're going to get ready. Well, welcome to Speakers Bootcamp Webinar. And this is for people of all ages and from all stratospheres of life, on whatever social scale that you're on. You need to know how to present your story, how to present your product, how to present your function or whatever it is that you are servicing people with or servicing yourself with. So it's very important to know how to present that. So we're going to go to our next slide, and we're going to get this party started. So, Paola, if we go to our next slide. Yeah. All right. Now, you want to chime in?
Yeah, actually, I will on tonight. I'll kind of just start off a little bit, before we actually go into the slide. So for the seminar, we're going to be talking about, of course, the 9 habits that build confidence, courage, and influence. And it's all going to be relating to your presentation as far as your platform, where you're on platform. Now, when I say platform, I don't necessarily mean a physical platform. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical platform, but it could include but a platform as well. So is whatever God has called you to do, whatever voice that he's given you to use to influence. We believe that life is really all about influence. And the more you're able to influence, and of course in a godly manner, the more equipped that you're going to be to do whatever that God has called you to do. So let me just say this here: think differently so that you can speak differently. Uncover the missing pieces. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about at the seminar, is uncovering the missing piece. What is that missing piece? We're going to be talking about also why talent and effort aren't enough to move you to the next level. Go back to the first slide. I'm just talking, Paula. I'm just talking. I'm just yabbling. We're going to go to this in just a few moments. So, and also why you must stop underestimating your abilities and set up a bigger possibility. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's all about. Okay, now we're ready for number one.
But see, that's why you must practice and enforce these 9 habits to build confidence, courage, and influence. Your confidence is so important with your presentation, whether it's one-on-one, one to a group, or one to an audience. It's important that you have confidence in your message and confidence in yourself to deliver that message. So the number one habit you must establish in your life is to sound like a success.
Absolutely.
You cannot come in front of your audience or on your one-on-one shaking and trembling as though you don't know what you're doing or you're unsure of what you're presenting. So you must establish your success image, your success persona. So you may have to do some practicing in the mirror or just practicing with your oratory so that you will sound like a success.
Right. Another thing that goes with this here, this number one, is your pattern of speech can predict the likelihood of your success. So your pattern of your speech can predict the likelihood of your success. So it's so important. But then also, I would just kind of like to put it in here in number one as well, just as another bullet point as well, is that many times we major on the outward, but it really starts, I feel that any form of success really starts on the inward. It's on the inward.
Yes, it does.
And so is, knowing that God has equipped you, God has given you the ability to do what you do.
Yes.
It comes with that conviction that you are confident what God is doing in you. So it's nothing that you just kind of half-heartedly do. You kind of miss, but it got to be a real conviction.
Right.
And I think that it starts with that. I think that is kind of the foundation that causes you to be a success and even to, sound like a success as well.
Yes.
Is having the foundation.
You have to be 100% in.
Yeah.
You got to be 100% in. You can't treat your purpose as though it's not meaningful and as though it's not divinely ordained. So you must now put 100% into what you're doing.
Yeah.
And people begin to relate to that effort, that 100% effort. And if you're all in, they join in.
Absolutely.
That's some Freddie J language.
That's good.
You know what?
That's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go to slide number 2. Let's go to our second habit. What you say without saying words.
Wow. That's something that we're going to be talking about more into detail.
What that is you have more ways of communicating than you know.
You might make your body language.
Your body language, your gestures, your pauses. Learn how to put intentional pauses within your phrases that are impact phrases so that people can feel the moment.
Yeah.
So it is what you say without saying a word. Let's go to slide number 3. Slide number 3 is learn to flip the script.
Right. And that's responding in ways that are unexpected can yield results that border on miraculous.
You got to learn how. You may be going. Let me give you, for instance, you can be telling a story in a tone that's melancholy. And all of a sudden you get to a part of your story that's explosive and energetic. So you flip the script so that people are impacted and awakened by this moment of interaction, that you've gone into a different experience and they're now in that experience with you. That's what we mean.
Well, you know, I was seen by Jasmine. She's she's an actress. So so I mean, she could probably even speak to this even more than us. And I think you're going to be there, Jasmine, too. So we may have to give you a little piece in there.
Yeah, we may have to give you a little piece
on that particular day. Yeah. But yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's go to our next slide. Build trust through respect.
That's good. Why you need to change your language if you want to find freedom. So it's important why you need to change your language if you want to find freedom.
Building trust through respect. Mm-hmm. One of the things that I like to do when I'm doing a presentation is to acknowledge my audience and to show respect to my audience. That is a premise that is so necessary and needed, because if the audience doesn't feel respected,
right,
or feel connected, or here I go with that Freddie J thing again, the audience must feel respected in order to feel connected so that you can present your content.
And sometimes you got to change your language. You know,
I won't be doing all this during the seminar. I'm just going, I love to be myself with you guys.
We'll see. We'll see, right?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. But you're building trust through respect. Utmost. When people disrespect and dishonor me, I chime out. I don't have this this ability to connect with people who dishonor me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you have to earn that trust with your audience. Say something good. Whoa, you guys look beautiful today. Look at all the smiling faces. You know what? You're on your way to success already. You have to start out by honoring those that may be potential clients or those who are going to give you the respect of their time.
Yes.
And time is so significant, so important, and you want to honor people's time by showing up 100%,
yes,
showing them respect, and
yes,
giving them your best.
Absolutely. You know, and sometimes I'm not really good at that because I'm always kind of like doing more than one thing at one time. And so sometimes I will, I would just I can be talking to someone, but then I can just easily get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really mean to, but my mind is just kind of going. So I'm having to really learn how to, whoever I'm talking to give them 100% of me.
Yes.
Because many times when we're talking to someone, we're not all the way there. We're not all the way present. So it's important. And that, that's showing respect. I mean,
yes,
that's one of the avenues of showing respect, is really giving that person 100% of your time, looking them in their eyes.
Well, the exchange is incomplete.
Yeah.
If you don't show up 100% and show the respect and give people attention, then the exchange will be incomplete, and that's people true. will feel the deficit.
Yeah, they will.
They'll feel the emotional deficit. Let's go to slide number 5. Ask powerful questions.
Right. And what I wrote here is why you should be less concerned about finding the right answers and more concerned about finding the right answers.
The right questions.
The right questions.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, people don't understand the value of questions.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
Questions are doors.
Absolutely.
To people's hidden secrets and to other worlds.
That's true.
So if you don't ask the right question, you don't get into their world.
That's true.
You will get a recital. You'll get chit chat. You will get conversation, but you won't get vital information.
Yes.
That's why you have to think and process and predetermine your powerful questions.
Yes.
Because they open the door to adventures. They open the doors to a whole new platform of experiences. Right. So it's going to be very important that you know the right questions the most powerful questions that you can ask in any given situation.
That's going to be so good. I just thought about it because I know when I took a class, when I got my certification for coaching, they taught us how to ask powerful questions, and that may be something that would maybe great.
Yes,
that I can bring in just a few pointers on that, how to ask powerful questions, because those like I think like you said, they unlock doors.
They unlock doors.
Because many times people don't want you to tell them what to do, but many times the questions, asking the right questions will unlock the door for them.
Yes.
And people are always appreciative if they can come up with their own answers. Many times people want to come to their own realization of what they need to do without you telling them. Yeah. It's more of a buy-in if they come up with the idea themselves instead of you telling them.
So you guys can see that we're talking bilingual. What we're doing is talking from the perspective of a mentor to a mentee, and we're also talking from the perspective of a student to a master.
Yes.
Okay. So a proper mentor will actually ask the right question, so the mentee will come up with their own illumination.
Absolutely.
Because answers are most of the time resident within the mentee. And
and the majority of the time that it really is.
It really is there.
It is. That's why coaching is so more effective many times than counseling would be.
Right.
Because you're going through a process of asking the right questions.
Yes.
And it's more real to them.
And we're probably going to do
and it's more honest. And it's more honest because people are, they're and it's one thing because they're learning themselves, they're learning their limits, but they're also learning their strengths. And then, when it's all said and done, they realize I have the answer anyway.
Yes. Now check this out. We have this uncanny gift to bring purpose out of people and to bring potential out of people. We have this uncanny gift to stretch people to go to another level of their potential.
Yes.
So even at the seminar, we're going to allow the Holy Spirit to use us in laser coaching and asking the proper questions to our attendees to open them up to discover their own untapped potential.
Yeah, so that'll be a part of the seminar as well. Yeah.
Yes.
We have, it's going to be various facets, but but that's going to be another facet. We're there for 4 hours. We're there from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
And that time goes so fast.
Oh, it really goes by.
It really goes by so fast. So, make your plans to be there. Make sure you register. Now let's go to our next slide. And number 6, ask for what you want.
Yes.
Now, here is the deepness of you asking what you want. And that is, it has to do with your value.
Yes.
And the reason you ask for what you want is because you don't play yourself cheap, and you are showing your own self-respect in front of the people you want to be respected by.
Absolutely.
So you're mirroring and reflecting how you want to be treated. Most people, when they come into, an association, a first presentation of an association, they do not know what you expect. They don't know how to treat you. They don't know how to honor you. They don't know how to respect you. They wait to see how you're going to present yourself. And from your presentation, they reflect the respect that you require.
That's true. That's good.
So if you do not respect yourself, you'll never ask for what you really want. You'll play yourself down and water down your value and not ask for the value of who you are.
I wrote down on this habit, number 6, is how underestimating your value is really underestimating your goals.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that.
So you're shortchanging yourself.
Yeah, you are. You're robbing yourself.
You're robbing yourself. Now, here's the thing. If people can't live up to your value, if they cannot, say you're in a career exchange, and you're going to give them a certain service or product for a certain amount of money, but they're not capable of paying you that money, it's all right for you to give them a discount. A discount. But it's not all right for you to reduce yourself from fear
Yes.
of holding yourself in high esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very important that you start off where you feel your honor is. And if a person can't meet that, you can have mercy or you can have favor toward that person by reducing and giving them a discount. Understand these
Yes.
things are psychological,
Yes.
and they mean a lot to your performance.
It does. It
Yeah.
does. It does. All right. Next habit, number 7 is
know what not to say.
your words are currency. Be careful how you spend them.
No, now come on, y'all. Did that touch you? It touched me on
Your
the
words
inside.
are currency.
Your words are currency. Every woman knows it.
Watch how you spend them.
Every woman understands that a man cannot approach her any kind of way, cannot speak to her any kind of way, cannot call her any kind of name, because words are currency.
Yes, yes.
And you can cancel out your connection through the wrong conversation and the wrong communication. So it's very important that you know what not to say. One of the most important things for me as an apostolic gift to ministers is that I teach them what not to do and what not to say in the pulpit. Most young pastors shoot themselves in the foot by saying things on their platform that is going to take away from their influence. So I'm showing them and revealing to them there's certain things you say, but there's many things that you do not say that will hurt your reputation, hurt your resume, and hurt your results. And so it's important to know what not to say.
That's so good. So good. So good. Just as important as knowing what to say.
What to say.
Absolutely.
They're both equally important.
Equally important. All right. Our next one. Habit number 8.
Don't just speak positively, speak accurately.
Why you need the courage to replace excuses with the truth right now.
Say that again.
Why you need the courage to replace excuses with the truth right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Don't speak positively.
Right.
Speak accurately.
Yeah.
Now,
you got to replace excuses with the truth.
Because people
that's accurately
can be very articulate with their excuses.
That's true.
People practice being flamboyant with their excuses.
Yes.
Because the more flamboyant I become, the more convincing I become.
That's true.
And the less accurate I become.
That's so good.
So we're not wanting to just speak positively. That's
right.
not what this is about.
Right.
Because you can be fraudulent and very positive.
You're speaking positive.
Right. And you got to understand, people are spirits and they feel fraudulent communications. They can sense them. They can sense when they're being duped, unless you're a professional fraud.
Oh, my God.
And you don't want to practice that. So it's just don't just speak with positive accent, but speak with accuracy of truth.
Amen. That's
you
so
know what is another underlining factor to this?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're not going to speak in a spiritual arena, you have to understand that spiritual concepts are in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that when you camouflage lies as though they're truth, you're violating the spirit of truth. Now, what do you mean? When you're trying to get favor or trying to relay a thing and you're camouflaging lies as truth, then you're going to have a door shut in your face because only the truth can release you into the next place. Only the truth can set you free. So those spiritual things are in play, even in the secular exchange.
That's so good.
That's Freddie J talking to you.
All right, you guys. All right, let's go to number 9. Habit number 9.
Show up.
Show up. So the key to changing minds and hearts lies in this increasingly exclusive habit. You got to show up. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier when we first opened up the webinar on tonight, is that you got to show up. You got to show up. You got to bring your A game. I mean, you got to show up with every fiber of your being. You got to show up emotionally. You got to show up spiritually.
Yes.
You got to show
intellectually.
Up. Yes, absolutely.
You got to bring everything to the table.
Absolutely.
Listen, sometimes you only get one chance for first impressions. And if you don't show up to the game fully equipped to give your greatest performance, you will lose the opportunity and the possibilities that come with that opportunity. So you got to see every opportunity as an open door to your possibilities. That means you have to show up.
That is so good. That is so good. Now, with a bonus with that, these are all the nine habits, but a bonus that we're going to throw in on that particular day is 7 nuggets for your next critical conversation.
Ooh.
We're going to be sharing with you 7 nuggets for your next critical conversation.
Who are you going to come to the table with? Are you going to sit down with a CEO? Are you going to sit down with
a relative, with a friend,
with a billionaire?
Yeah, it can be anyone.
Company owner, a billionaire brand. Who are you going to sit down with? With a potential relationship that could become a spouse. Who are you going to sit down with? Okay. How do you want to show up?
So good. So good. So good. So that's the bonus that we're going to be giving on that particular day. So the next slide, we only have about 7 minutes, and 7 minutes to kind of wind up on tonight. That'll end up our 30 minutes. But we're just going to touch really briefly on these. So why would someone want to build a speaking platform?
Well, first of all, it's to share your critical message. Everybody has a message. Everybody has a testimony. Everybody has experiences. So you want to be able to present your critical message with excellence.
Right. So you want to share your critical message. Next touch, you want to touch and inspire millions.
So, and one thing, you got to stop reducing your reach. Because even over the media and over internet, you really don't know how repetitious your message will reoccur on other platforms and other pages of people sharing you, and that thing could go viral around the world.
That's right.
So you want to be aware that your message can touch and inspire millions. Next, it will influence and change behavior or mindsets. That's what we love. We're all about transformation, changing the mindset of our students and of our mentees and of our transformation culture. We believe that if you can change your mind, that you can have success in a timely fashion.
So we're talking about why would someone want to build a speaking platform? The next one is leverage opportunities.
Yes.
Educate new techniques.
Yes.
Creates multiple revenue opportunities.
Wow.
Creates local, national, and global opportunities. Impact any product you produce, and credibility quicker and faster. So that's why you will want to build your speaking platform. Now, of course, as I said earlier, platform can mean anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the stage. It can be in your living room.
Yes.
It can be on your job.
Yes.
It can be in the mall.
Yes.
It can be wherever you are connecting with people.
Absolutely.
You are building a platform of credibility.
Yes, you are.
And that's what we want. People want to know that you're credible. People want to know that you're trustworthy. People want to know that you're believable.
Yes.
And that you're safe. And we know, as we said earlier, that comes from the inward witness.
Human beings are secure-minded.
Yes.
They want to make sure they have a secure place to function, to dwell, to do business, and to meet new people. And
Absolutely.
In order to create that safe environment, you have to be credible. And so your speech, your communication reveals your credibility. And that's why we talk about not being fraudulent and giving excuses and unpackaged in positivity, but to speak accurate.
Yes.
Because you never want to get into a place of regret where you have to take something back. Because
good.
then you cannot be trusted going forward.
That's good.
Let's go to our next slide.
All right, next slide here.
Types of speakers. Everybody's not the same type of speaker. First, we have informational. They're responsible for sharing information only. And a lot of times pastors are informational presenters and they are not inspirational presenters. Okay. Then we have motivational speakers. They get you excited from the outside in. This results in a temporary high or a feeling of excitement. So when you get into an environment of motivation where somebody's really going after it, man, you're going to feel a high like you never felt before. But it's short-lived. It's temporary.
Short-lived.
Yeah. And then there's inspirational speakers. They move you from the inside. You feel a calling to do more when you hear them. They're impact oriented. And lastly, they're transformational speakers. They are willing to go to the darkest place with you and walk back out with you. You normally find time. I got to get my little picture out of there.
That's okay. Keep going.
Okay. Paola, can you help me with that? My wordings is behind my picture. Anyway, they are not committed or concerned with being liked. They are more committed to, they will remind you what it is that you said you wanted. Transformation. My words are behind here. So anyway, motivational or transformational are more involved in their goal of the outcome, getting you to a certain point.
Yes.
Getting you out of darkness into light, getting you out of ignorance into intelligence, getting you out of paralyzation into movement.
Yes.
So transformational wants to give you a rebirth. Talk, Freddie J.
That's good. That's good.
That's what a transformational speaker does. So there's informational, motivational, inspirational, and transformational speaking types. You must know which one you are.
Absolutely. I think Shannon put something. Yeah, I think Shannon put something up here. She said light bulb moment. Excuses is
fraudulent speech.
Okay.
You have been
our fraud protection all this time. Okay. Okay. All right. Next slide. Let's see if we have any more.
My story needs to be told because, Linda.
Okay.
Content elevation, story versus show me story.
All right. All right. All righty. So content elevation, story versus show me story. So these are the points that go with it. Take your content and give it a 3D experience. So in doing this, and I think this is going to be during the time that we're actually going to be sharing, we're going to have some hands-on experience and exercises is what we're going to be doing that when we're going to be discussing content elevation, story versus show me story.
Right.
And so that's kind of what happens too with a writer that writes. I know when I wrote Bruised but Not Broken, it was kind of it was a story, but it was a show me story.
Yeah.
So because I brought so much life to the particular story, I showed you instead of just telling you something, I showed you. And so you begin to feel, you begin to feel the story because I showed it, I articulated.
Well, it paints a visual picture.
Yes. And so those are one of the things that you have to do versus just telling the story or show me the story. Anybody can just kind of tell a story.
Right.
But to show me the story, that takes another whole different type of skill.
Well, these are the points that go with that. You're painting a visual picture.
Right.
The person is beginning to feel something from the story. The person is beginning to visualize something from the story. Some people get touched by the 3D story.
Okay.
Because now you're relating to their own experience. Okay. So you almost can take people back into their history. And they are almost reliving that situation. Show me what it looks like. Then you can use this same format to take people into their fabulous future.
Absolutely.
And give them an experience of what's about to come. Okay,
Absolutely.
y'all.
Well, you guys, all righty. Well,
look, register for the Speakers Boot Camp. Like this is a different type of boot camp. We're going to do a Preachers Boot Camp as well
next year
for the you know, the spiritual components of speaking. But this is going to be for everyday use, company use. Entertainment, whatever stream that you belong to, is going to help you to be more effective in your presentation, more confident. So November 17th at the Toolbox, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Listen, we had to let go of this Saturday because the Toolbox had some dysfunction in the facility, and they called us to let us know. Mm-hmm. So we wouldn't be able to be there this Saturday. That is why we moved everything over to November 17th. It's going to be one day, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You got to be there. Don't you miss the Speakers Boot Camp.
Yeah, and you know what? As an added bonus, as another bonus, you guys, we are having a professional speaker that's going to be there as well.
Look out.
From Toastmasters. And she's going to be sharing. She's going to have handouts. She's going to take you through some exercises as well, on the spot exercising as far as your speaking techniques and all of that. Yes. So that's another whole bonus. Another whole bonus. You got 2 bonuses already that we already shared with you. And so it's just going to be fabulous. I'm just so excited about her coming. She's been with Toastmaster, I think, for at least 10 to 15 years.
Yes.
So she really knows her stuff, and she is going to walk us through some techniques as far as speaking. And it's so important that you learn how to relate in your speaking, and how to let people know what you're doing.
Yes.
Like I said, you're always selling something. It may not be necessarily a product. It could be, selling your belief. It could be, it can be selling. It can be selling to the point of, I'm trying to convince you that you need to change your life. So, I mean, you're always selling something. So
you really have to be a good communicator to get somebody to give up old habits.
You do.
Right.
You absolutely
and to give up old mentalities and say, yes, you're right. I need to change.
Yes.
That takes a great presentation. So you can see this Speakers Boot Camp is necessary. It's a revitalization of your communication system to really be effective and impactful in your walk in the earth with the human race.
Amen. That is so good. And I think this is going to really just set it up for next year's class for the ministers, because on that class, you're going to be talking about, you're coming from a whole different angle. You're going to be teaching, specifically speaking to those that sharing the ministry, the gospel.
Right.
And then you're going to be teaching them also how to study with the Holy Spirit.
Yes.
And you're going to bring us into your intimate time with the Holy Spirit.
We're going to give some secrets.
And how he speaks to you. You're going to use full examples. You're going to have your computer there.
Yes.
And you're just going to show them how you study with the Holy Spirit and the revelation.
It's going to be amazing.
So that's going to be coming for next year. But this is so important because I think this really sets the standard, and it sets the foundation of the next class. So they definitely don't want to miss this class. This is like 101. Next year is 201.
Right.
So you definitely don't want to miss it. So, well, you guys, our time is up for tonight. You can go to Transformation
Mentoring.
Is it transformation.com? I think that's what it was on there. Is that
Did
right,
they change
Carola?
it?
I'm not for sure. I thought it was transformationmentoring.com. I can't remember the correct one, but she may be correct. They may be absolutely correct. So you can go and register. Paul, if you can go back to that other slide, the very last slide. I just wanted to kind of make sure that was the correct address website to go to. Let's see. It was the last page that we went to. I just wanted to make sure that is correct. The very last page. Thank you so much. So is it Transformation Mentoring?
I think Wendy changed it to .com.
Oh, to .com. .com. Okay, .com. Okay, transformationmentoring.com. You're correct. All right. Okay,
all right.
I was reading wrong. Thank you so much, Paola. All right, you guys. Well,
now,
anybody got any questions?
Would you guys do us a favor and tell people what you learned tonight?
Yes,
Could
please.
you talk to people? Because I think they got us wrong when we introduced the Speakers Bootcamp. They didn't see any need to apply this or register for this class.
Mm-hmm.
And by sitting with us tonight, you could see that everybody can benefit from the Speakers Bootcamp. So I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna put you guys on assignment, and if you do me this favor, then I'm gonna have a little something special for you at the seminar. So if you bring me one person, two people,
Yes.
then we're gonna have a little something special for y'all. Okay?
All right, you guys. Let's see, before we sign up, I don't know if anybody have a quick question for us. We can take any questions that you may have. We can see your question if you type it in.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys have any questions, make sure that you go on and type that in.
I got some people saying they're going to share.
All righty. Okay, yes, I will.
Bootcamp.
Yeah,
Yes.
Please share it. Let us know on that particular day. If you brought someone, make sure that you introduce us to them, or just let them know, hey, I brought such and such and such and such.
Look at Crystal Owens. Need it all, especially the bonus for critical conversations.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So it's all going to be just so great. You got two bonuses. You got that bonus, and then the second bonus is, like I said, it's a professional speaker that's going to be coming in on that particular day. So you guys, you don't want to miss it. Make sure you share it with your friends, with your relatives. Let them know. I believe that we are going to have this on replay as well. So
they can come in and see the seminar.
Webinar. So Paula, I don't know. Paula, can you come on the speaker and let them know how you or Shannon, and let them know how they can listen to the replay?
Hi, everybody. I'll get with Shannon and make sure that you guys will see only the webinar. I need to cut the video, and hopefully we get it together tomorrow or by Monday.
Okay. All righty. So Shannon will basically, she'll send something out, the replay, right? She'll send the actual replay, little, what do you call those
link?
Things? Link, yes. You got it. All right. So Shannon will send it out to maybe all those that have registered who's on tonight.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right, you guys, we are getting ready to sign off. We have been here. I was here I was here Tuesday night with BB&B.
Yes, you were.
We was here last
Wednesday night
on Bible study, and we're back on
here tonight.
Back on tonight.
Which reminds me that some people are in Bible study tonight.
Yeah, at the North. At the North.
Okay, so my target goal is to have 25 people in class, so that you guys can put your faith with ours. That's my target goal. Have 25 in class to get this amazing download, or more.
Yes.
Or more.
Yes.
And that is my target.
Remember, we changed the date, so it is November 17th. It is not this Saturday. If you show up to Toolbox, we ain't gonna be there.
Not gonna be there.
And
they're not gonna let you in.
They're not gonna let you in. There's no water. The water's not working. They're doing stuff with the water, with all that. So remember, November 17th,
yes,
10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We may even go longer since we're not having the class, the additional class that we thought that we would have. So, like I said, we'll work something out with you guys to make up for that missing, for that missing day. Either we will give you a discount for the next class for next year, or something. Or me and Doc, we may decide just to have a coaching session. We may just do a mastermind just for these people. For those that showed up. Yeah. All right, you guys, we are getting ready to sign off.
It's been amazing.
It has been amazing.
You can tell the Holy Spirit was working right in this environment and downloading into you even before the seminar takes place.
Yes, absolutely.
Y'all are so blessed.
Thank you, guys. We love you guys so much.
Love you guys.
All righty, we'll see you guys.
See you later.
You guys take care.
Paula, that's
love you.
Close us down.
Good night.